In 2012, the United Nations launched its effort to fight energy poverty worldwide, marking the International Year of Sustainable Energy for All. Energy poverty is considered a lack of energy infrastructure and resources. Roughly 1 in 7 people around the world lack access to electricity, almost exclusively in developing countries. Although things are improving, many have said that too little change is happening too slowly. So we wanted to know which countries don't have electricity. Well, it's estimated that anywhere from 1.1 billion to 1.3 billion people live without electric power. To make up for a lack of deliverable energy, nearly 3 billion people around the world use coal or wood fuel for heat and cooking, contributing to deadly pollution. This pollution is thought to be responsible for more than 4 million deaths every year. The overwhelming concentration of energy poverty is found in sub-Saharan Africa and rural India. Over the past few years, India has dramatically improved its power infrastructure, and in 2014, it was the 3rd largest electricity producer in the world. Yet roughly 300 to 400 million people without electricity live in rural Indian states. And even for those who do have power, the energy grid is notoriously unreliable. In 2012, a nationwide blackout affected more than 600 million people. Although the Indian government has launched efforts to provide 24-hour power to the entire country, some have accused politicians of only directing energy to politically important districts. While India has made some progress, sub-Saharan Africa is still struggling. Altogether, Africa has about twice as many people without power as India, roughly 600 million. The country with the least access to electricity in the world is South Sudan, which also has one of the lowest education and literacy rates as well. The World Bank noted that in 2012, only 5% of the country's 11 million person population had electricity. In fact, across all of sub-Saharan Africa, only about a quarter of people have access to electric energy. What's worse is that the lack of electricity means that power is considerably more expensive, with electricity costing 3 times as much as it might in the rest of the developing world. Additionally, on average, African manufacturers suffer nearly 2 months' worth of power outages a year, severely disrupting economic progress. In the past 2 decades, as energy dependence has become increasingly important, Africa has only received about $600 million annually in energy assistance from foreign countries. The UN Sustainable Energy Goals are focused on providing universal access to power and clean fuel, doubling the amount of renewable energy, and doubling the rate of energy efficiency. Efforts like President Barack Obama's Power Africa initiative are focused on bringing foreign advisors and financial help to figure out how best to invest in Africa's energy infrastructure. Still, despite these efforts, the World Bank has said that there needs to be considerably more sustained investment to even consider meeting those goals.